How's it going, guys? Welcome back to BK Nerd Gaming. We are back. We are doing another video today. Today we're watching this, which is I've already seen it. I made a video, and what happened is that fucking computer shut down, and it goes like, "Hey, it's not your day today." Like, go fuck yourself. You go fuck yourself. You go fuck yourself. I put you in a new case. I give you everything you needed. You treat me like shit. Go fuck yourself. Well, besides the point. It will go fuck itself. Eventually. Once I get the new shit, new cooler on there. I don't know if the new cooler will fit, but like fuck. You know what? I might move the power cable though. From back there to somewhere in the front here. Maybe cut a piece here or whatever in the front here or whatever. But that definitely does not fit in the back there though. Definitely won't. Well, whatever, right here would even on the front panel, because right now. Yeah, because it's not working right now. Yeah, we're watching this anime called Hell's Paradise. It's good anime, alright? Until my computer broke down.
A number of strikes.
Why is it that I can't die?
That makes sense. Since you're from Iwagakure, breaking a sword with your flesh is a simple task, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that guy was so shitty with a sword, I didn't even need ninjutsu.
You can use ninjutsu? Would you mind demonstrating for me?
Why?
Just my personal interest?
Then no.
Burn him at the stake! Burning at the stake is traditionally the punishment for arson. Searing the flesh creates unbearable pain while the extreme heat causes muscles to shrink, which contorts the body so severely that the bones are broken. Ultimately, the target dies either by suffocation or by poisoning from the smoke. This execution method is known to be particularly painful. In some cases, the person is killed beforehand as an act of mercy.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, the first couple of episodes are gonna be boring for me because I've already seen it. They try to burn him, and shit's going on there. You can't die.
What? But how? The flames are so high!
Believe me, despite what it looks like, this isn't on purpose. If anything, I want you to kill me.
If you say so.
If you're not looking at me anyway, you might as well give me some clothes. Please?
Your nudity doesn't make a difference either way. My job is to create a record. Continue.
So you wanted to know my background? It's pretty dull.
That's my job.
My parents? No clue. I know they were killed by the village chief when I was a baby. But I don't know why. It doesn't bother me. Dreams? None. Shinobi don't have some grand purpose. They just kill as they're told. How did I get captured? Well, let's see if I remember. I tried to leave the village, but my cohorts betrayed me and I got caught while I was out on a job. I assume the chief put them up to it. It's forbidden for anyone to leave the village. I don't blame them.
So, what made you want to run away in the first place?
An execution by bulls! In this form of execution, ropes attached to the target's legs are tied to bulls. Human legs can withstand up to 500 kilograms of force, but a bull can exert up to 950 kilograms. This method not only removes the legs, but splits the victim in two from groin to chest.
Ask me a little while. Meat. Whatever I take out to eat. I'm not gonna eat too much. I've got fucking meat, steak, whatever it's in here. I've got a bunch of fucking steaks in here.
Huh.
Steaks, whatever it is. Just need to take out a piece and just
to the
put it
magistrate's
inside my
office.
thing and just eat it.
You, bring out some more bulls!
It's strange.
What? My indestructible body?
Not that. Despite your claims that you didn't want to live, it still appeared as though you were resisting. Why would a person with no will to live? No. Actually, tell me why you wanted to get away from the village. Do you still refuse to answer that question?
Who cares about the record? Hurry up and...
Please let me work.
Ma'am, the bulls...
Please let me work.
All right.
Please let me...
It's nothing interesting. I was the best in Iwagakure. The chief held me in high regard, and I ended up getting married to his daughter. But as it turned out, that girl was a complete idiot. How does a shinobi, let alone the chief, have a daughter who's that stupid? Her sheltered childhood made her naive, and she turned my entire life upside down.
Remove your shoes when you're inside the house. And you should always remember to pray at least once every day. Say thanks for the meal at dinner. To show respect for the life we've taken.
After a while, I got fed up with her. I was afraid I'd lose my edge.
If those are your feelings, then there's nothing to be done. All right, I'm prepared to honor your wishes, but there is one final thing that I'd like you to do for me first.
I knew I'd been set up. But I also knew his cohorts would follow me, even if I got away. I'd fallen into their trap. I realized I'd been foolish to defy the chief in the first place, so I just surrendered. And that's it. It's kind of a boring reason.
I hope you'll forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but because you're a woman, I don't think you should involve yourself with him. Has anyone told you what his name is?
Former shinobi from Iwagakure. Gabimaru, correct?
Well, there's another name he goes by. Gabimaru the Hollow. He's empty. No blood or tears. That monster slaughtered 20 men when they arrested him. They say the shinobi from there takes some drink. It's known as the elixir of life. The legendary medicine of immortality that comes from Shinsenkyo.
The elixir.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sure I must sound crazy. But regardless of all that, he's dangerous.
I doubt that somehow. Well, if he's really so hollow, then why fight 20 men to live? There'd be no reason. Despite your claims that you didn't want to live, it still appeared as though you were resisting.
She's right. What am I doing? I have no attachment to life. So why don't I just die already? Tomorrow, when they try to execute me again, that's when I'll end it.
Death by boiling, also known as death by cauldron, uses a massive amount of hot oil. However, the oil combusts at a temperature of 370 degrees Celsius, so the earthen pots commonly used in the Edo period were unable to withstand the heat for very long.
Why won't I die? Why keep suffering? I have no attachments. I should be empty.
You little rat! How am I to kill you?
Sir, it's done. The arrangements have been made. I'll begin when you're ready.
Right. I don't know
What
what the
kind
hell
of
that is. That's
execution
an
this
active
time?
feed, which is that's
How
not
long are
going
you going
there
to
for
keep
some.
trying?
We'll
Starting to
figure it
get
out
old.
later on.
We finally found a way to shut you up for good.
I only found a way to shut you up for good. I got him, get it.
Don't be mistaken. This woman isn't just another inspector. She's a sword tester sent to us from Edo. Meet the executioner, Yamada Asaemon Sagari!
Masari, Yakama Masari. That's why I'm not worried about missing these kind of parts because I've already seen it.
The
So
term
basically,
Yamada
they're trying to
Asaemon
execute
is a
it.
trade name for the Ronin of the renowned
And
Yamada
then-
clan. These extremely skilled warriors have offered their talents as sword testers and executioners for many
And then
generations.
he hate, and then he
They
doesn't
are a
want to
clan
die
of master
afterwards.
swordsmen, able to behead a target with a single blow.
You're a female. Asaemon?
That's correct. Yes. And you're Gabimaru of Ishu, the runaway shinobi I've been ordered to cut down. You wanted someone to kill you. I'm here to grant your wish.
If anyone can end my life, it's her.
Quick, Sagari! Kill him where he stands!
As you wish, sir. Why did you dodge my blade? You would have died if you had stayed still.
I would? Really? Do I not want to die? Why not?
Thanks to my profession, I've seen death, time after time, and I've learned how people feel during their final moments. One's true self is reflected in the blade. Some try to appear brave as they face death. Others frantically beg for mercy. And of course, some lie to themselves and
Some
say
lie
they've
to
accepted their
themselves.
fates.
What? Why?
Gabimaru the Hollow. One thing is obvious. You are
that's
empty
fucking meat.
inside. After hearing your story, anyone
delicious
would know that
meat.
much. But you lied about something, not wanting to live.
Mmm.
It seems you do have an attachment,
Yes, fucking.
because you love your
As
wife.
much as delicious as it should.
In fact, not only do you treasure her, but she's your reason for living, isn't she?
And pray at least once every day. Say thanks for the meal. We should always do our best to live ordinary lives, so we can be like normal people. You.
I know I'm right. So why do you continue to lie to yourself? It was impossible to kill you because of the deep feelings you have for her. Do you not care about life? Or is that just what you've decided to tell yourself all this time?
I've heard enough! Stop! You have no idea! You don't know anything about me! Or about the world that I've lived in! I am hollow!
Don't be silly. You're not hollow.
You're wrong. That nickname suits me. I'm so used to ugly things. Which means ugly is all I can give you.
I have to disagree. You're a kind person. After all, most people are disgusted by my face. But you're different.
Told you, man.
I don't know. Maybe being used to ugly things isn't so bad. In Iwagakure, men are soldiers, and the women just bear children. We're not allowed to live independently as people. That's what
Yeah,
happened
back
in
in
my
those
face.
days, you're not allowed to live independently as a fucking
My
woman.
father wanted me to give up on living a typical woman's life, so he burned it. Fortunately, it isn't that easy to destroy a person's heart.
Maybe, but
What did you do that for?
See? Look how much you're blushing. There's just no way a person like you could be hollow.
My name is Gabimaru the Hollow! And I'm nothing but a heartless monster! No matter how hard I try, I can't be human!
I'll quit killing people for a living. We'll live as an ordinary couple. The chief won't mind it. He knows that's what's best for his daughter. I'll stop killing. We'll live somewhere quiet. Keeping to ourselves.
But it isn't!
Wait. What?
I've come here with an official pardon from the Shogunate. Not only does it clear you of all charges, but if you receive it, you'll be guaranteed the Shogun's protection. So with this pardon, you'd be safe from the Magistrate's office and the village's shinobi.
Really? But I don't understand.
However, it comes with a condition. You will go to the underworld.
Huh? Like where you go when you die?
That's right.
You're telling me to die?
Well, no. There is a land called Shinsenkyo, a place without pain, brimming with fertility and joy. Since ancient times, believers have known it by many names. Paradise, the other side, or heaven.
Paradise, the other side.
It
All
was
this
said to
crap.
lie far to the southwest, somewhere beyond.
And to
the
me, it
Northern
doesn't make a
Kingdom.
difference.
And now,
Not my thing.
finally, it's been found.
Oh, this anime is great though.
Butterflies dancing among the flowers, voices singing in the distance. It's just as the legends described it. Supposedly, the immortality-granting elixir of life can be found there. So the Shogunate sent a search party, hoping to bring back the powerful elixir. However,
Mahalo, mahalo. Yeah, mahalo.
5 more expeditions were sent out, but not a soul returned. Only the things their bodies became.
What? I still don't get it. What kind of story was that? It sounds like some fairy tale.
Yes, everyone believed that it was fiction. Until they saw that.
Human bodies turning into flowers. How mysterious. It sounds quite mystical, doesn't it? This means the legendary place is real, and the sweet elixir of life can be found there. We'll need expendable people for the next expedition. We'll assemble a group of criminals from all over who've been condemned to death. Whomever is able to bring back the elixir of life shall receive a pardon.
I came to identify potential candidates for the assignment. People with skill, who feel an unrelenting desire to live. On my way here, I learned the whereabouts of your wife. She's still waiting for you in Iwagakure. The day you were captured, she shut herself away. No one's heard her breathe a word. It seems that she believes you're going to return. I'll ask you again. Do you have any attachment to life? Traveling to a mysterious island to compete for a pardon. Battling heinous criminals condemned to death. That is the only way for you to be reunited with your beloved. Gabimaru, will you risk death for a life with her? The choice is yours.
That's ridiculous! I'm not setting this man free to chase after some fairy tale!
The Shogunate has commanded it.
He's a dead man walking. There are plenty of others just like him. Stand in my way and I'll be glad to execute you both. Are you listening, Hollow?
They call me Hollow. Heartless.
It isn't that easy to destroy a person's heart.
You said you wanted to see ninjutsu? If this'll do, then let me show you. Ninpo Ascetic Blaze.
Impressive.
All right then. Elixir of life, huh? I'll go find it for you. So, where do I start looking?
I'd like you to come with me. We'll travel to Edo and then we can...
Making a detour to Edo sounds like a pain. Can't we just go directly to the island?
He went from indifferent to insufferable. We'll call it off if you'd like.
No, I'll do whatever I need to. My mind's completely made up. Doesn't matter how many criminals I have to face. I will make it back alive. For your sake.
Keep fucking playing songs. Now I have to do it again. I gotta do it again. Same with the other one. I gotta pause it before I play it. Yeah, so the first 3 episodes of...
Even after the head had been
First
severed,
he gets burned and then he goes to Edo.
Long enough to finish his tale.
The man never realized he'd been beheaded. It was the perfect strike. Painless and devoid of emotion.
After that, I made it my mission to duplicate that immaculate blow my father had made.
Now that was a clean execution.
Brilliant work for a woman.
You honor me, sir.
The burden weighs on her. You gotta understand. There are people that could kill, and there are people that...
Swordsmanship. There's a hint of doubt there.
There's
It's
people that
causing
can
him to
kill, and there are
suffer
people
more
that
than die.
that has that weighing on him,
Right.
weighing on them, where she can see the death. Whatever. That's some people just can't do it. As many times as she does it, that still weighs on her. You can see it in her eyes.
Sagiri, take a good look at your weapon. The blade always reflects the truth.
Fear makes my sword heavy, so the condemned are forced to die in pain, which makes the blade heavier still. What should I do?
No, it's not
How
the
can I
heavier, it's the
eliminate
burden
every
that you're
trace of
carrying.
fear and doubt
You're
from my
carrying
heart?
all the burden where you're not supposed to. If you want to be a cold-blooded
Like my
killer,
father did.
you can't carry none of that burden with you. Once they
Perhaps
die, they die. If you keep carrying it on you, it's gonna weigh on
I
you.
had a target who deserved no mercy.
No, it's not no mercy.
Welcome, condemned criminals, to this important meeting. This is His Excellency, the 11th Sei Taishogun, Tokugawa Nariyoshi. Under normal circumstances, none of you would have had a chance to meet him.
What was that?
What was that? Yeah, no.
Okay, I've heard enough.
It can't be safe to gather them in one place.
This is what the shogunate wanted.
A thief who killed 30 people, Tanio Seikichi. Serial arsonist, Nikimaru. Former constable turned killer, Kiro Shukan. They're all criminals who have caused great harm.
I can barely breathe. At least let me see Tokugawa.
Be quiet.
We've brought you here to give special orders. You will travel to Shinsenkyo and return with the legendary elixir of life in hand. The one who succeeds is to be rewarded with an official pardon. This is the certificate that you will receive.
That changed their attitudes.
If I had that, I could go on another killing spree.
Adachi Matagoro. A violent fiend who killed only women and children for fun. He's purely evil and better off dead. Could I kill someone like him without hesitation?
Food is food. Everything needs to be eaten. Yeah, something like that.
Are you Gabimaru
Food
the
needs to be
Hollow?
eaten at some point.
I could tell by your build and hair color. You're a bit of a celebrity in our line of work.
Food needs to be eaten at some point.
Although, I have to say I'm disappointed. You're scrawnier and more wretched looking than the rumors say. Not to mention you've been caught. This isn't what I pictured at all.
Sorry to let you down.
I was wary of him at first, but now he's so listless, like he's a different person. Is he just another criminal in the crowd? Or is he even more sinister, the way the rumors describe him?
I will now read you a brief description of your destination. This island, known by some as Paradise...
Skip the speech! What is this, a fairy tale?
Remove your masks, then you'll see it.
I can finally breathe!
This man was the only sergeant to return to us alive from the previous expedition. As you can see, he has lost his humanity. When he reached home, his body was covered with lumps. And the next day, they began to bloom. The remaining 60 members of the expedition are still missing, most likely dead. Considering he's our only source of information, we don't have any clue as to what took place on the island.
Wait a minute! You didn't tell us it would be this dangerous!
I don't see any issue. Blossoming with flowers? I can't think of a more mystical demise. And I doubt you lot are worthy of such a fate.
Say that one more time! Hey, what's the matter with you? Quit mocking us!
That's enough out of you! You're all criminals sentenced to death, and yet despite that, you've been given a chance to travel to paradise! Shame on you! Spitting in the face of charity!
Hey! You don't know anything about this place, right? What happens if the elixir's not even there?
Exactly!
Does it still count if we come back empty-handed? They've got excuses for everything.
If you don't like what we're offering, then you can refuse to do it. No one's forcing you.
Good, 'cause this whole thing gives me the creeps. Count me out. If I'm gonna die, I'd rather rot in jail with my men.
One more thing I forgot to mention. Upon your arrival at the island, you will be assigned monitors.
What? But who's going to...
You're a group of criminals who have been given the death penalty, and it will be no different on the island. Therefore... if you're out of line at any point on this mission, you will be decapitated on the spot. The esteemed Yamada Asaiman will be serving as your monitors. And knowing that they're from the Yamada clan, I'd be on my best behavior, lest you suffer the same fate as he did. You'll be beheaded if your monitor dies, regardless of whether their death was by accident or homicide. If your monitor's not with you when the group departs, you'll be left behind.
Really?
Yes.
All right then.
I can't tell. He's either very brave or very stupid.
A word, please.
Issue to address. Unavailable in the ship's capacity for us.
Isn't it obvious?
Obvious. You want us to kill each other.
So it's kill or be killed, right?
Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. And those who die here wouldn't have survived very long anyway. Oh, and none of you are to untie your hands.
This is entertainment. In this day and age, it's rare to witness a battle to the death, and this is a bloodbath. I've always dreamed of seeing one.
The Shogun's an idiot. What purpose could such a thing possibly serve? This is no way to judge their abilities. Their hands are tied. It's chaos. Even the ones who survive will be useless.
Ah, yes. Which criminals are the ones with red seals?
Huh? Oh, right. Well, a few of them were marked with red seals in the registry. It simply indicates that these particular criminals possess exceptional skill. Honestly, one might even describe their abilities as superpowers. That man is one of them. Despite his young age, he's an impressive specimen who established and led a bandit village deep in the mountains of Io. Years he participated in the invasion of Sagiwa Castle and single-handedly neutralized every last retainer inside. That's Blade Dragon, the master swordsman who is unparalleled in 8 provinces. That massive fellow is rumored to eat bears head first. They say that neither sword nor spear can harm him.
A Warring States picture scroll come to life!
Of all these criminals, the most famous one here is Gabimaru the Hollow. Observe, sir. Wait, what's this? He
Gabimaru the
hasn't
Hollow.
moved at all.
Now I can
What's
cook.
he doing?
Light is working.
Feeling overwhelmed, Sagiri?
Aizendono.
After we get there, it'll be far worse than this. They won't just fight each other. You'll have a target on your back as well. When something happens, can you kill? You won't like what I'm about to say, and I'm sorry. But I have to be honest with you. You're not fit for this job. Why would a woman choose to live so violently? The daughter of a warrior should enjoy a quiet life in her mansion, far away from the fate of an executioner.
With all
Not
due
really hungry,
respect,
but
I couldn't. Given the choice, I would have Aizendono.
I just want a steak sandwich at some point. I'll cook the steak and I'll put it in the fridge. I'll eat it tomorrow. Not today.
Testing swords on human bodies, beheading criminals, making medicines from corpses. In the Yamada clan, even if you never pick up a sword, your living is made on people's deaths.
Alright.
That's Chopperosa's daughter! Are you a cannibal like him, murderer? Come out here! Don't be a coward!
You can try to deny it.
I tried to deny it, but it ain't gonna work. Yeah, no, this light is way much better.
But the truth is always reflected in the blade.
Damn! We don't have any choice. We'll never get out of here unless we take out the samurai.
But boss,
We'll just start off by killing the woman. Then we can take her sword and finish this.
Can you handle him?
I can't escape the executioner's fate, but I won't accept it quietly. I refuse. I'll discover for myself what my fate is going to be.
I'll eat a
Killing
little bit of
people is
it.
never okay. Isn't there some other way to decide who goes?
You survived? Stay away!
Just because we're murderers doesn't mean we all want it to be.
Guards, dispose of him!
I'm not going to sit back and let you do this.
You dare to defy His Excellency? The nerve!
I don't know, it's pretty easy to avoid killing somebody if you don't want to. It's the most natural thing there is.
If you don't desire to participate in this assignment, you can always forfeit your chance. It's up to you.
You're not listening.
You! Over there!
Me?
If you can kill this man, then I will permit you to go on the expedition.
Huh?
That sounds good to me. Just stay right where you are, pal.
Wait a second. You guys don't like pointless killing either, do you?
It's all about survival, which means if bashing your brains in is what it takes for me to live, then I'm all for it! You can't just dodge!
Let's talk this through.
If you're not gonna fight, then just shut up and die already!
All right. There's no choice. You're dead. If you try to kill me, then you're dead.
But you said you didn't want to kill anybody.
I don't. But my life's at risk. And I can't afford to die either. So that's that.
Huh? What do you mean?
It weighs on me, knowing the burden I'm about to take on. What a shame. Man, this sucks.
Oh yeah, see, he killed all these people.
He's a monster! So that's him. The Hollow.
It weighs on me, knowing the burden I'm about to take on.
Look at that. His method of killing is barbaric.
Would you prefer I made it look pretty?
Perhaps what I really needed wasn't to rid myself of the fear of killing, but to learn how to carry the burden of that fear and of the lives that I take.
Deliciousness.
Are you all right? You seem upset. I did fear this might be too heavy a task for you.
No. I'm fine. I will kill him.
Enough, criminals! No more fighting. We have our expedition party. Azachobe, the Bandit King. Tamiya Gantetsusai, the Sword Dragon. Twisted Keiyun, the Hunter of 100. Nurugai of the Sanka. Horubo, the Killing Prayer. Runaway Shinobi, Gabimaru the Hollow. Akaginu, the Cannibal Courtesan. Kunoichi Yuzuriha of Keishu. Moro Makia, the Apostate. And Rokurota, the Giant of Bizen. So 10 criminals in total. And a group of executioners. Each of you will be accompanied on this perilous journey by an Osaiman of the Yamada clan. You will all board a ship, sail to the uncharted island in the southern sea and find the elixir of life. Succeed and you will be free. But do not be afraid. After all, your destination has been called paradise, heaven, Shinsenkyo. There is no danger.
Can't play any music. Oh well, this one is already fucked. I gotta go and do that. Muta. This one's already fucked.
Apparently it was because of some strange...
What is
bullshit.
This? It's so fantastical. If the elixir is real, this seems like the kind of place it would be found. It's gorgeous.
By gorgeous, you mean creepy, I assume. There's no rhyme or reason to the kind of plant life that exists here. It's just not natural. Which means... who knows what we'll find. Be careful.
You're forbidden to unbind yourself.
You can't expect me to stay tied up.
I'm acting on the Shogun's will. My job is to keep an eye on a vicious criminal. If you attempt to disobey in any manner, then I can't overlook it. Now bind your hands.
Can't you let it slide? Just this one time? Man, everything about this trip is stupid. They only gave us rations for 3 days, and our one clue is this drawing. Kinda makes me think they don't actually care whether we find the thing or not.
I said, bind your hands. You seem to be confused about something. I'm an executioner tasked with following you, not your ally. If you fail to locate the elixir of life and don't receive a pardon from the shogunate, then it doesn't change things for me in the slightest. So tie your hands together, or I will decapitate you.
Fine, whatever. If it means that much to you. All that I want to do is see my wife again. I'll try to go along with your conditions. But let's keep it reasonable.
Well, that was easy. Already got my first kill. Poor little idiot. That's why he shouldn't have let his guard down in a place like this. He deserved...
You surprised me.
That didn't kill you?
I'm fine. Just dislocated my neck. Anyway, look at him.
Right. That's Twisted Keyun, one of the 10 criminals. He's a warrior monk who became obsessed with weapons during his training. They say he's stolen over 100 of them from other warriors.
No, that's not what I meant. I was just saying his hands aren't tied.
That's no matter. Well, no, it does matter. Why is that, Kisho Dono? Explain!
I see you're still as rigid as ever. Not to worry, we can retie them on the return trip. I can't be bothered to argue with this lowlife about such things.
Did you hear that?
Honest to a fault, which is why you're ranked the lowest. You may not know this, but all of the Asaemon are ranked. As for Sagiri...
There's no need to get into a discussion about that right now.
Hey! Look, Gabimaru the Hollow, don't you dare ignore me. Seems you're as bold as the rumors say. I'm glad to see it. Maybe you can help me out with something. I've been dying to test out my arsenal. You see, weapons only shine after they drink blood. Aren't they beautiful? And you get to experience them firsthand.
Listen, weirdo. You can stand like your swords if you want, but I can't let the others get ahead.
This is the best strategy. We've no idea where the elixir of life is. So I think it's smarter to kill off all the other criminals first. Then I can take my sweet time searching for the elixir. And you'll be the first to go.
He'll be the first to be.
We're only here to supervise you. You're welcome to slaughter each other.
Be my guest.
But I'd rather not go through the hassle. Plus, my wife would be sad if I killed somebody. Oh well, I have to.
Go on and try!
Try your hands.
You're kidding.
Great, that should do it.
How convenient. You'll be the perfect target to test my weapons on.
Sorry, no time.
He launched his full body weight using just that pole. How?
This would be a lot easier if my hands weren't tied together.
In a single blow? That armor is sewn directly into his skin. What an outlandish thing to do.
Hollow, is that the best you got? Get serious.
Talk about a total waste of time. Let's go look for that elixir. And my hands are still tied, by the way.
Oh, right. Good.
Well then, I suppose I should head back now.
You don't want to fight me first?
As I told you, we are neither your friends nor your enemies. If our assigned criminal dies, then we simply bring back his head. Now, time to go home to my bath.
Kisho Dono, 60 people have gone missing on this island. Be careful during your journey back.
Perhaps you should worry about yourself instead. I'm the lucky one for getting out this quickly. The man standing next to you is a deadly criminal. Don't be so foolish as to think you're safe just because his hands are tied. I've already seen so much, even as we were approaching the shore. Some tried to narrow the field before we landed. Others made alliances, or at least pretended to. These are people who didn't follow the rules before. So, why would they fall into line now? They'll survive by any means necessary, just as they've always done.
But if they break the rules, they won't be awarded the pardon.
That's why I called you rigid. Samurai live by the Shogun's word first, but what truly matters most are a person's priorities. Find the elixir. Everything else comes after that. The Shogunate wants us to achieve our objective. Don't you think they'd rather we break a few rules than obey them and fail? Plus, rules are illusions. They don't function unless you can depend on everyone to follow them. For some people, they don't mean anything at all. Just look at this man. Would you like me to take care of him for you?
We're pretty short on time as it is, you know. So let's get past the stupid jokes. All I want to do is get back to my wife. The rest of it doesn't matter. Let's get going.
You're right. You are short on time. Here's my prediction. In a few hours, we'll see another major change.
Rokurota, you must be hungry.
Soon, there will be a twist that no one could have seen coming. More than half the criminals will die, and the others will die moments later. In less than a day, there will be only one left. Don't forget, you're expendable. If we lose too many, they'll send more.
They what?
Hattori's messenger's been sent off to Ishu. The shogunate's made...
This young man to be better than that.
It's all about priorities. That's what your buddy said.
Why?
If you want my opinion, I think not wanting to kill anybody else is a perfectly normal. Even if it means.
There's that past this.
Questions anymore.
What's wrong? Why am I hesitating? I'm not supposed to have any emotions.
That's right. Since we met, every moment,
Just got back.
when I look at him,
An hour ago.
his expression's the same. Like he's trying his best to endure something. He's not a hollow shell with no feelings. That's just a lie he was taught as a child. He's a human being with emotions.
I got some new shoes.
And the time that I've spent watching him so far has allowed me to face my own as well.
Come on.
I got some new shoes.
Have I really become this weak? At this rate, I'll never survive. I won't see my wife again. Not ever.
That's not weakness. You're growing strong. It isn't that you feel nothing. You're simply averting your gaze rather than running from your emotions. I believe that's a sign of strength.
Having courage means facing your emotions.
Please let me say that, at least. After all, you were the one who taught me to do that for myself.
Is this really the time to say that?
Well, your hands still aren't moving. Normally, I'd execute immediately. But I'll overlook it this time. If you regret the things you've done, face your feelings and make the decision to reclaim your life for good.
Still, no content
Then
done.
I would like to be there to
So it's
see
like
it.
11 o'clock.
If a man like you can change his life, then I want you to prove that to me. Let me see what you're truly capable of. I need to face my own
I will
emotions
be
head on
right
as
back.
well, so that I can become changed
Well,
at
let's
all.
get back into this.
But somehow,
You're not hollow.
you're no longer the same person you used to be.
What the hell are these?
It seems unlikely, but they look like man-made objects.
What did you do that for? I don't understand.
Look at it. An insect with a human face? That thing clearly isn't from our world.
What? How?
Don't get distracted. What the hell could be happening on this island? I wonder, is this really the other side?
I don't know. How is it possible for these things to exist?
Finally, this trip is getting interesting. Very interesting.
I don't understand. How can that be real?
Stay back.
Playing music here. I'm gonna keep playing music. I'm gonna redo it. This is fucking bullshit.
Blade Dragon. Unparalleled in 8 provinces. Once I stopped finding men who were stronger than me, a lord called something or other Tatsumi asked me to be his officer. He was a great man with a giant mansion, and since the characters in his name spelled dragon, I figured I'd take the free room and board.
You sure know how to put away a lot of sake, don't you? Quite impressive. Now then, Tamiya Gantetsu Saidono, I realize you've been called the Blade Dragon, but surely a real dragon would tear you in two.
Huh? So I destroyed the dragon on his gate, along with his nerve. Then there was no doubt who the real dragon was.
I don't understand you. Your temper is too violent.
Well, you're not wrong. His whole clan went after me because of it, and I was sentenced to death. I can't say I regret it, though. Besides, after I get that pardon, I'll be cleared of all charges. Then I can practice the blade as much as I want. This time I can split his whole mansion in half.
As I said, I don't understand you.
Well, that's fine. You guys make even less sense to me. I'm pretty sure the tools you're wearing are meant for dissecting, aren't they? You gloomy little man? Bet you eat well with the money you make lopping off heads, Asai whatever.
You mean Asaimon. Yamada Asaimon Fuchi. The Yamada clan's trade is more than beheading. We also test weapons and produce medicines. We're an asset to society, unlike you lot. As for dissecting, learning about the human body is necessary for scientific advancement. It's a noble cause. You are not to insult us again.
Sure, if you say so. Just try not to get in my way.
Wait a minute! Do you know what you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? First, I'm going to eliminate the rest of the competition. It'll be easier for me to look for the elixir after they're all dead. And most importantly, I can use my sword as much as I want. The world's gotten so peaceful, I thought I'd never get another chance to cut through my opponent in battle.
It does make sense. This job is a bit like crafting insect poison. The longer you wait, the deadlier the surviving insects become. But can this really end well? These creatures are only the initial batch. If the Shogunate runs out of patience, they'll release more insects into the pot. Stronger ones, with even more potent venom.
Interesting.
Stay back.
No, it's gonna be
And it's wearing prayer beads. Looks pretty ridiculous, honestly. Is it some kind of monster? Is it even alive? I have so many questions. But now I can sense that even the island itself is a threat. What a pain. I told you to stay back.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it is alive.
Always remember Shinobi rule number 5. When faced with an unknown enemy, you must not engage.
Might need to run. Should I bring her? Or go alone?
Might need to run. Should I bring her or bring her alone?
Gabima!
stand up.
This place is dangerous.
So, it is possible to injure you. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to...
We should run for now.
Those things... They're smiling.
They're smiling?
What are they?
What are they?
Just
I don't know
calm
what they
down.
are.
You mustn't lose your composure. Look, we've been surrounded.
Enough. It's time to stop thinking.
Whoa, we're kind of left off now.
For now, don't think. Just kill. You have to survive. So you can get your hands on that party and escape this blood-soaked world. Just kill.
I knew that this assignment would be risky. But this is something else. It's only been a few short hours, and my entire
We're
world
already
has
feeling.
changed.
They're already feeling like that.
It's such an otherworldly sight. Is this really paradise? Or perhaps...
Don't worry about anything else.
That's not weakness.
Focus on your opponents.
Having courage means being honest with yourself.
Eliminate them.
Gabimaru, I should say I'm...
Wow, you killed all of those by yourself? Not bad, Hollow. Really, that was something else. Color me impressed. So, my name's Yuzuriha. I happen to be a ninja just like you. We're totally twins.
2 Asaimon? That's odd.
What did you do that for?
Whenever someone lends you a hand, always remember to tell them thank you.
Thank you for saving me. I'm grateful. Look, it's a competition. So why did you help me like that? You must be after something.
Come on, don't be so uptight. The monsters are all gone now. I just think you've got talent, Gabi. I mean, you're still standing despite all the bleeding. And didn't you save that girl's life a second ago? Hey, we should work together. Being on this big bad island is scary. I'll do anything you want me to. What do you say? Will you protect poor little me? Huh? Hey, wait! Stop it! You're hurting me! Ow! What is your problem?
I know the Kunoichi ways. Seduction doesn't work against me.
Yeah. I should have expected that. Figured it was worth a try, though. Better to regret what you did than what you didn't do, right? That said, working together would be a good move. After all, 5 is a whole lot safer than 3.
And that begs the question. I see you have 2 Asaimon with you. Why?
Oh yeah, this guy. He's,
I'm Yamada Asaimon Genji. I came here to guard the apostate, the man called Moromakia. However, he was killed after this woman deceived him. Her foul tricks went contrary to Bushido, and I felt that a single Asaimon was insufficient to control her. So I decided I would accompany these 2.
Right. She seduced him.
Understood. Women always were his weakness. He didn't stand a chance.
Hello. I was her assigned monitor. I'm Yamada Asaimon Center, and...
Yeah, anyway. Listen, we all saw it. This place is crawling with bugs and monsters and weird statues, so we're well aware of how dangerous it is here, right? Sure, it's important to grab the elixir as fast as possible, but charging in without a plan and dying would be idiotic.
You're the one who called me disappointing before, aren't you?
Oh, that doesn't sound like me, huh?
It's fine. As long as both of you agree to it, you can work together.
Sounds perfect! I love you, Gabimaru! Stop! What did I do this time?
I never said that I would do it. I can't just trust a kunoichi.
What's so important about you trusting me? We're not kids anymore. Who knows? I might betray you. Even if we do find the elixir, only one of us gets the pardon. I'm suggesting we use each other till plans have to change. But I get the feeling you're kind of scared of me. You're so naive. Sorry I made you mad, but I really need your help, Gabi.
Trust me, you're wasting your time.
Oh, boo.
So what would I get out of all of this?
I can give you some info. Lots of it. See? Here's an example. You guys seem pretty concerned about the monsters, but the real threats on this island are the bugs. Human-faced butterflies. They hover around the monsters, but we don't know where they nest or what else they do. Their scales seem to be full of poison and some kind of hallucinogen.
How did you figure that out?
Machia. I buddied up with him for a little bit, and he let me use him for a couple of tests. The centipedes are gross, but they won't hurt you. They only eat what's already dead. And then I killed him.
I find the physical appearance of the monsters to be any kind of...
Other people here. Stop that. It might kill you.
Fine then. I'll fight beside you, as long as it's clear that we're not a team.
Yay, that's awesome! You're the best, Gabi! Cut it out! I just got a little excited for a second. You wanted to break my arm off!
I'm a married man.
Wanted, so why would we give them anything else?
Really?
What's wrong with me?
Month. The least you could do is thank me.
Yeah, meanwhile, I've been putting up with them torturing me for the last month.
Well, it's done wonders for your looks.
Uh-huh. So what's the plan? They've got guards all over the place.
Don't worry, brother. I've found a way we can be free.
Yeah, great.
Adapting means changing yourself to suit any situation.
What is that?
Making quick assessments and understanding the problem. Scheme and paid with us to adapt. They're useless.
I don't sense any monsters or insects here. You were poisoned by the butterfly scales, and it caused you to lose consciousness. You're too weak to be on your feet.
I can't let
We
him
are
out of my
back.
sight.
Sorry, guys. It's just hot, and I have to.
Guess you're up.
Ah, yes. Are you feeling any better now, Sakari-san?
What are you doing?
Huh? I'm making dinner.
And I'm repairing our torn garments.
And I'm supervising.
But I thought you were worried about us running out of time.
Yeah, well, it's not such a big deal now.
Now that we're not facing immediate danger, I believe this would be a good time for us to relay the information we've gathered. We can discuss everything while we're enjoying our dinner.
Count me in. What? Kikatsugan? Really? This is the sorriest excuse for dinner I've ever seen.
Kikatsugan?
I made them with whatever I could find. I think I did a decent job. And of course, I scouted around the island while I was out getting the ingredients. The short version is, I didn't find anything promising in the area. Then again, I didn't scour the entire island. So who can say?
Let's say you did find it. The elixir of life, I mean. How would you know? Have you seen it, or what?
No. I never heard of the elixir until I took this job. I'm just going by the drawing I got. While I was scavenging, I learned a bit about the plant life. It's a mixed bag of species, but it's mostly normal things you could find on the mainland. A few of the plants were unfamiliar, though.
Maybe they came from Ryukyu. We're not too far from there.
Wow. Fascinating stuff.
I noticed something. Some of them are the same as the ones growing out of that samurai.
Does that mean...
What happened to the people they sent here before? If most of the plants on this island used to be human beings, I think it's obvious.
You mean you're feeding us people?
I didn't use them in the food. Anyway, None of the plants looked like this weird Mandarin thingy.
Well then, we shouldn't be too fixated on the picture they gave us. They're using the terms paradise and Tokijiku no Kagunomi, but those concepts are taken from two different cultures. The stone statues on the island resemble either Buddhist or Taoist designs, but worrying about the religious consistency is pointless. What intrigues me most are the statues themselves. Does this place have the technology to make them from clay or stone? If so, then who made them? And do those people reside on the island today?
I don't think so. How could someone make a home here? With all these wild creatures, it would be much too dangerous. And we still don't know exactly what they are. When I cut them,
I don't know either, but
I thought I felt flesh and bones. But as for organs and,
The genitalia?
yes, that. I didn't see anything.
You mean they don't have dicks?
Their appearance is strange. They're like parts of assorted animals stacked on top of humanoid forms. I'm not sure how to describe it.
Nor do I. I also noticed the monsters wear poorly crafted adornments. They're religious in nature, but the details aren't exactly accurate. Which is why I think they're like malformed gods. They are, much like the island itself, terrifying, but decidedly absurd. Too removed from reality to be natural, yet too artificial to be true incarnations of the divine. It's as though we've been thrown into some sort of half-formed mandala. Something so nonsensical that it's beyond our understanding.
They're creatures that can survive with no organs. That kind of sounds like immortality. And that means the elixir might actually be here somewhere. If it's here, it can be found. And if we find it, we can be pardoned.
Or this really is the afterlife and all of us are dead. That kind of defeats the purpose of the elixir, huh?
Possible, but I sincerely hope that's not it.
I don't hope it is either, but at the end of the day, you never know what the elixir is.
We must determine where and how these creatures live. It'll be a dangerous task, but it's the only lead we've got, so we have to.
Sunset. We haven't even been here for a full day. Genji Dono?
Listen to me.
But I just don't want
You need to
put on
take the
something
boat back
else.
to the mainland.
But why?
My assigned criminal is dead, so I will assume your responsibilities here. You're a daughter of the Yamadas first and a samurai second, so it's your duty to marry the next head of the clan. The shogunate will have no objections to me taking over for you. In your current state, you'll die. Go home while you can, Sagiri.
I have to complete the job. Warriors don't just run away.
Your intentions are noble, but be realistic. Do you have the strength to kill Gabimaru as you are now? And your katana. I assume you picked that up somewhere along the way, yes? A sword is a warrior's heart, meaning you've already lost the thing that makes you one of the Yamada clan. Then again, I suppose that can happen on the battlefield. A warrior may dispose of his blade and procure a new one on the spot. I don't deny that you're very talented with a sword, but that's as a blade tester and executioner. It's impossible to succeed in this undertaking without exceptional combat ability, which you are lacking. Mastery of the blade and mastery in the art of war simply are not the same. This island demands a strength which you do not possess, because you are a woman.
Are you sure it would be that easy to leave if she chose to?
Senta.
After all, most of the samurai they dispatched to the island so far haven't returned. Even with a boat, I'm not confident that it could be done.
We need to get away from the coast. It's hard to see through this fog. But a true warrior keeps moving forward no matter how bad things get.
I can take you to the foot of the mountain.
Are we trapped? Hey, what's the matter with you, Nudagai-kun?
If you're running, go ahead and escape by yourself. Just leave me here, okay?
Hold on, do you seriously want me to get away without you?
Even before this, I was already wondering whether I should live or die. But I finally understand now. This is my divine punishment. It's what I deserve for getting grandfather and the others killed.
It still doesn't make any sense to me! Why does that mean that you should die? Samurai are stupid, remember? So break it down for me!
It's the Sanka's covenant, to live for the sake of the mountain and the villagers. And yet I was the only survivor that day. All of my people were killed because of me.
I told you I'm stupid, so don't use fancy words like covenant or I can't follow anything you say!
I just mean that... Hey, I told you to forget me!
Until you explain your answer to me. And until I can understand it, I'm not leaving you here. I don't have much stamina left in me, though, so you'd better make it quick! Spit it out, kid! I'm not asking about your grandpa or your village! All I'm asking is whether or not you want to die!
I want to go home again. So no, I don't want to die.
Then there's only one course of action. Do whatever it takes to live! That boat still looks usable! So let's bust through these things and get aboard!
Right!
And get that because my phone was dead.
Same.
Beach.
Or the island. Unless we find one that leads away from it, we won't be able to go back with the elixir. And these monsters, they're different from the ones we saw on the island.
It looks like that mountain of abandoned ships goes all the way around, after we wash off all the blood and guts. That one samurai who bloomed, he made it back. Which means there has to be some way out of here.
Yeah, good point.
Hey, wait. Murugai-kun, don't take this the wrong way, but your figure is kind of, girlish, you might say.
Girlish? I am a girl.
Really? How? Seriously?
Why are you freaking out?
Look, if you're a girl, then face the other way!
You samurai sure love to focus on dumb stuff that doesn't matter.
Believe me, it matters a lot more than you think! Just turn around, alright?
You're so chivalrous! I'm in love with you! Once we're back home, we should get married!
I'm sorry. I can't do it. This island's overloading my puny brain. I'm stupid, as you know. Anyway, let's move on. We need to make a game plan. First things first. We should circle the entire island and try to find a current leading out to the sea.
Yeah, we shouldn't do anything till we know how to leave.
Besides, we'll be no match for those monsters if it's only the two of us. We'll need some allies for the return trip.
You'll sail home at the break of dawn, Sagiri. This expedition is far too dangerous for a mere woman.
Honestly, a part of me does agree with Genji-san. His reasoning aside, it would be wise to go home if you have a chance. Then again, the other part of me wants you to be here in case Gabimaru-san gets out of control and needs to be stopped.
You do? Really?
It's just a hunch, but something's different about Gabimaru-san now compared to when I first saw him on the beach. He even went so far as to save your life. Though that could have been because he knows he has to return with his partner alive. Do you have any idea what might have inspired this change in him?
Stay back.
All told, I must admit that I would feel much better if you stayed here. But it's up to you.
I see. Thanks for that.
Are you just gonna stay up all night watching me? Because I don't plan on sleeping.
I'm taking turns with the other guards.
Makes sense. Otherwise, none of you guys would get to sleep. The Shogunate didn't think this through at all, did they?
Samurai obey without question.
Listen.
You first.
I was just wondering. if you felt better yet.
What?
What's with the funny look?
I mean, I'm surprised.
Well, because if I hadn't given you that wound, I don't think the poison would have worked as quickly. So I thought maybe
But I thought you were worried about us running out of time.
Yeah, well, it's not such a big deal now. And I owe you a favor. I've been thinking more clearly, now that you're around. I know that rushing in randomly is dangerous, and if the Iwagakure are coming, then I should prepare a counterattack. I've decided to live on with my wife, and we'll survive long after this job is over with. I won't run from the ones who get in my way. I'll face them head on.
You're very strong.
You're stronger than I am, though. That's for sure.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I'm never wrong when it comes to this kind of stuff, believe me. I don't know if it's your heart or your technique, or maybe it's just who you are. At the very least, you were really strong back at the prison. And I didn't just think that. It was almost like I felt it somehow. I wonder where that feeling came from. You still look surprised.
Well, I am.
It was the same back in my village. You'll never know how strong you are until you've had some life experience, right? People never understand themselves nearly as well as they think they do. Not until they're forced to take action. We're all like that.
Yeah, well, that's a life lesson
Nothing
there.
showed up to attack us for the entire night. I suppose the monsters are only active in the daytime. Now then, Sagari, if you're prepared to depart, I'll escort you to the ship.
I appreciate your consideration, but I won't be leaving the island.
If you're worried about punishment, you shouldn't be.
No, it's nothing like that. This concerns the way I choose to live.
What are you speaking of? Since you're a young woman, you should return home safely and bear children for the Yamada clan.
I know. I've heard that my whole life. A woman who wields a sword is met with astonishment and ridicule. You ought to know your place, they'd say. The worst part were the looks of disappointment from my own father.
A woman can't take over the Yamada clan. No reason to push yourself, dear. It's better to live a woman's life.
If I live as a daughter of Neck Chopper Asa, then outsiders hate me. But if I live as a Yamada clan warrior, my family hates me. So if I leave the island now, it'll follow me forever.
I still don't see any problem. It's natural for a woman to fulfill the duty she was made to have.
I'm sorry, but I can't stand to be looked at in that way.
In what way?
Not just as a woman. I want to be seen as a samurai.
Silence!
Please! Forgive me for defying my senior, but I need to live the way I see fit. I know I'm weak, and that I'm lacking in experience, but still.
I won't run from the ones who get in my way.
At least, my choices will be mine, and no one else's. I believe regardless of gender, and regardless of status, that all people have that same desire deep in their hearts. I hope you can understand.
Now you're being ridiculous. That isn't the way a samurai lives his life. This island is a battlefield. It's no place for women and children! What? When did you?
During a battle, one may need to procure a weapon. You taught me that lesson last night.
Woman! A warrior sword is his very soul! How dare you steal it!
Genji Dono.
And I'll make it into a part 2. Let's get this going first.
Grow up big and strong, Roku Roda. Aw. He's had a snack and now he wants to play.
Agony, stand back!
Genji Dono! I'll help you!
No need. Just run. It's too late for me. Go. Hurry.
Gabimaru.
You sure that thing's a human? Because I think it's something else. He's practically unharmed.
That's Rokurota. They call him the Giant of Buzen. And he was assigned to... Buzen Dono.
Those are the eyes of a predator about to strike. It'll be hard for us to escape together. There's no choice. I'll kill him. But how can I? If that kick didn't do anything, that means he's as strong as an Iwagakure.
The Knight's Shinobi rule. Never forget it. Analyze the enemy's abilities with perfect accuracy.
I need to see what he can do. What?
Stay away, you'll die!
But what about...
He's stronger physically.
You just gonna sit and watch, Yuzuriha? Help me. You've got your own ninjutsu, right? So back me up like you said you would.
Yeah, I gotcha. Don't worry, I'd never go back on a promise. But we both agreed that you're the muscle and I'm in charge of relaying information. It's all you, Gabimaru! Don't die, Gabimaru! Gabimaru, you're our man! If you can't do it, we're screwed! Now get moving!
If I focus on the destruction he's causing, maybe I can find an opening. Quick hands, quick reflexes. My instincts tell me. If I try to block those punches, I'll die instantly. Which means...
Ninpo! Stone Sword!
Projectiles don't hurt him.
Ninpo! Unforced blade!
But that attack is like striking with steel. What else do I have? Is there a long-range ninjutsu that would work?
This is pointless. I'm done.
Yet... do with men or women!
Live. The weakness of Sophian life is understand. Step mine and Dono. Samurai. With this.
Can't get close. I need to use Ascetic Blaze. If I had some backup, I could find a blind...
Insert your longest of bodies can be cut open. No matter how outlandish the foe, the execution's the same. Understand the body structure, and strike at the gaps. This style is the Yamada Asaimon way. Gabimaru.
Perfect timing. I could use a little help.
We'll do this together.
Please! I'd like to go and attend to my fellow students' wounds.
Why? He's basically dead already. And let's be real. You're not that kind of guy. By the way, we've been making a lot of noise and nothing else has tried to attack us in a while. We should stay up here in case something comes. Let it kill those two first, and then we'll run.
He stopped bleeding already.
I guess for him, that's not much of an injury. We need a killing blow. Let's aim between the bones and decapitate him.
But his neck is too high up.
So we bring him down here. Cut his legs so he has to kneel.
That's easier said than done.
Huh? But you can do it, can't you? I'll handle his attacks.
What?
Are you okay?
Yes. He's condemned to death, and he killed my senior. But if I attack in a blind rage, my technique will suffer. I have to remain calm and put my feelings aside.
Not good. I must have strained my leg while I was dodging him. His blows are really hard to avoid.
He could kill me with a single open palm strike. I mustn't lose my composure, not even for a second.
It's difficult to cut him between the bones when he's thrashing around. His movements don't leave a gap. I can't hit him. Decapitations are done with the target bowing their head. I need him to bow. Then I can do it.
But if our attacks can't cut through his limbs, then how do we get him to do that? Ask nicely? This is too complicated. But... is his stomach growling? And this, I know I can... I need to get...
Death, your emotions, and focus your mind. Don't split things up. Instead... turn your feelings into strength. But...
down at rank 12, but in the Yamada clan, the rankings aren't based on one's prowess in combat alone. They represent a person's suitability to lead the clan. So as a woman, she loses by default. But if you examine her in terms of pure skill, she's...
Sagiri lacks experience as a warrior on the battlefield. But when her responsibility is in line with the feeling, the sword is second to none. She may fear the monsters on this island, but as an Asaimon, she's unafraid to just stub.
First met her.
His head...
I guess it's not that simple.
There has to be a way we can keep his head low enough to strike him down.
I've got an idea.
Huh?
It's kind of extreme. Of Bizan. Close quarters is too risky. Owns and decapitate him. And no amount of physical ability is enough. We need the specialized beheading skills of a Yamada Asaimon. But he's so huge and fast, we can't afford to...
Crap. We have to get out of here now.
Ninpo Stone Storm. Ascetic Blaze Mode! Ninpo Zephyr Weave. Ascetic Blaze Mode! Ninpo Grand Crag. Ascetic Blaze Mode! Ninpo Quilt of Thorns. Ascetic Blaze Mode!
Don't overdo it.
Even you four-eyed raccoon dog. They're not just... smoke. It gets super smoky.
Lipton from the smoke.
Poison?
Smoke contains carbon monoxide. You become oxygen dependent.
It's not fun, but as long as you stay crouched, you won't inhale any smoke.
Well, we could still burn to death. Or will his head come down?
stand still forever!
Fiercely.
Hungry, play,
Wait, I'm sorry. Now everything's all right. He was dead. Hope you rest in peace.
Before any monsters show up.
Hurry up or we'll burn!
Last episode before I end it. Oh, yeah, and then move on to the next.
Here come the monsters.
Most animals would try to avoid a fire. But for some reason, these creatures appear to be heading directly toward the flames.
Yet another thing that makes them unnatural. There's no choice. We'll have to go in the direction they're all coming from.
That's reckless.
Oh yeah, it's a stupid move, but we gotta do it. Because wherever they live is probably where the elixir of life is. I still haven't recovered from earlier, though. This whole thing sucks. I need a break.
I need a break.
Do you want to give up then?
No way. Whenever we find a new lead, I'll follow it until I reach the end. Then I'll get the elixir and go too.
That they were likely to be killed. Worrying would be disrespectful. Can. So we can all be free from this danger.
Glad we're on the same page.
Remember, I'm still your monitor.
Still your mommy. No offense.
That's odd.
So the vixen and the raccoon dog ran all the way here, huh? Hey! I thought we made a promise to help each other.
Down there. Is that a village?
I'm not sure what else it could be.
How strange. If we're meant to believe that this island is Shinsenkyo, then according to legend, there should be hermits here.
Man, this is gross. Doesn't even fill you up either.
Brother, are you sure that's safe to eat?
Not eating. I'm drinking it. Because that's what you do for water when you're killing animals in the mountains. So I've been meaning to ask you, what are those hermits that you were talking about earlier?
Well, I guess you'd call them imaginary. Shanxian philosophy describes them as immortal superhuman beings who cast mysterious spells. Most of them take the forms of old men. They may exist on this island. The thing is, it's supposed to be hermits who reside in Shinsenkyo, not
I don't know what hermits are, but
Sounds
the fucking
stupid.
thing is just like...
We should just kill the old geezers and call it a day. I gotta rustle up something to eat, don't I?
Don't I?
You're joking, right? Brother?
Something's out there. This better be something I can eat.
What the hell? Now it's getting all sexual here. Two fucking chicks kissing here. Well, I'm gonna end this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna make part 2.